Hey everybody, it's Sam with Wrestling Overtime, and this is your AEW results show for April 22nd, 2020. As you guys know, this is the quick and easy, down and dirty, nitty gritty, results only podcast episode for AEW. We're going to talk to you about who won, who lost tonight. However, if you want to hear any commentary, you want to hear the raves, the rants, exactly what went on, what I think about it, what I think's going to come, all of that, you want to tune in to the very next episode that will be coming out shortly. The Raves and Rants review podcast for AEW, because on there I will definitely be telling you what I think. Tonight's show started off with Cody doing a promo, setting alone, and basically questioning himself about being in the tournament and who he was actually in the TNT tournament with. Then we got the match that I told you last week on Raves and Rants that I was definitely looking forward to, and it was Sammy Guevara versus Darby Allin in the quarterfinals of the TNT Championship Tournament, and Darby Allin hit the last for the win and is going to face Cody in the semifinals. Then we got a Matt Hardy promo that basically Matt Hardy said since he hasn't heard from Jericho about coming to the Hardy compound, he is going to assume he is scared, and since he is scared, then he just needs to send Sammy Guevara to the Hardy compound in his place. Then we got Kenny Omega versus Alan Angels. Omega did 2 V-triggers for the win, and it was pretty quick and easy, about 5 minutes long. Then I got real excited. We got a Scorpio Sky promo. We haven't seen SCU in a long time, and Scorpio Sky, it was like a video package. He talked about how he had some really bad back injuries and that he was getting ready to quit wrestling, but decided to give it one more shot, got a break with SCU and joined them in 2017, and then the video package ended with a story to be continued type thing. Then we got another Cody promo where he was actually listening to his brother Dustin's phone call. Saw earlier this week that AEW put out, where Dustin was saying that if he couldn't beat someone like Kip Sabian, he didn't need to be wrestling any longer and he would retire. Then we got Jimmy Havoc taking on Orange Cassidy in his debut, and he came out with the Best Friends. There was some interference. You need to listen to the Raves and Rants review episode. But some interference with Sabian and Ford and the Best Friends. But anyway, Orange Cassidy ended up rolling Jimmy Havoc with a crucifix for the win. Really interesting. Hilarious promo by MJF. You guys need to YouTube this promo. He talks about why he has not been wrestling here recently, and it is because in the first Jacksonville show, while he was gambling with Sean Spears, he got a hangnail, and it's really bad. You guys just gotta YouTube it. Then we saw Wardlow take on Lee Johnson, and of course Wardlow did some power moves, but ended this one with a release airplane spin to grab the pin for with Lee Johnson. Then we got a Brody Lee promo where he basically was just welcoming a recruit into the Dark Order, and then he took on Justin Law. He ended up doing the Discus Lariat for the win, and it was just a basic, typical Brody Lee match. Then we got the Bubbly Bunch promo, which, of course, we got to see last week with the Inner Circle talking to each other on Skype or Zoom or something, just being crazy. They had a TikTok challenge. Again, you need to YouTube this or watch it in DVR. Then we got our main event for the night. It was Dustin Rhodes with Brandy Rhodes versus Kip Sabian with Penelope Ford for the TNT Championship Tournament quarterfinals. Dustin ended up hitting the Code Red for the win after Brandy speared Ford. Dustin is going to take on Lance Archer in the semifinals. Not real sure how that's going to go for him. But anyway, it was a really good episode. A lot better than last week. I know y'all got to hear a lot of rants last week. I hope that you guys will tune into the Raves and Rants review episode that should be right after this. I want to thank you guys for listening and taking the time to pay attention to the results of AEW and to thank you for your support. As always, if you have any questions, comments, problems, or protests, please write me at wrestlingovertime at gmail.com, or come join us over on our Twitter page or our Facebook page at Wrestling Overtime. We look forward to talking with you guys. And as always, if you're not subscribed in Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Pocket Casts, whatever your podcast player is, please subscribe so that you can get all of the latest. It does not cost you any money. It is free. And please go over and rate and review this episode and any podcast episodes that you listen to over at Podchaser. Podchaser is donating money to Meals on Wheels during the coronavirus pandemic for every review that you do. So please go over there and do that so we can raise a lot of money using Podchaser's money. And there's a lot of podcast host companies that are matching it also. Good program. So I will be hopefully talking to you guys very shortly on the AEW Raves and Rants episode. So I look forward to talking to you guys then. See ya.